What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? I'm Regular Juice Recipes. Welcome back to my channel. This series is called DIY Made Easy. And these videos are geared towards mixers who are just starting out making their own e-liquid. There's a list, 26 flavors down in the description of this video. All of the recipes in this series, in this season, use nothing but those flavors. I really like simple recipes, just like 3-4 ingredients, some sweetener, some Nick. I really just like, I've got a thing, an affinity for 3 ingredient recipes, for recipes that come out to an even 10%. Now, some might say, that you don't get enough flavor, or that, it doesn't have all the nuance, but, if you use flavors that are really good, you don't have that problem. If you use flavors that don't need a whole lot of help, you don't have to balance them with other flavors, that might do a thing to that flavor. I'm just saying, I really like simple 3 ingredient recipes, and this is a simple 3 ingredient recipe. It's a blueberry jam donut. I really like donut. I don't vape them a whole lot because, it's not really something that I ever think about, but every time I make a donut recipe or vape a donut, I'm just like, man, that's really good. Something about the way that a donut vapes is just extremely satisfying. I had a long time ago, It's by Mike Vapes, hit that donut, and I don't really remember what that tasted like at all, but I remember I vaped that entire 60 milliliter bottle in like 2 days because I thought that it was really good. And there's a lot of pretty decent donut flavors on the market. Some of them, taste different than others, but we are going to use Capella Glazed Donut because that's what we have in the DIY Season 3 flavor stash. And Capella Glazed Donut is it's just like a cake donut. It's not yeasty. It's not super chewy. It is very cakey, and it has some really good like fried dough notes. You can use it to kind of boost the texture of a cake. You could also use a cake to boost the texture of a donut. But I really think that Capella Glazed Donut has a really authentic, very good fried cake donut taste on its own. And we are going to use it in this recipe at 6%. And that is going to really be all that we need for our donut flavor. It's a nice fried, fluffy cake donut. As far as the glaze goes, I don't really think it has any glaze notes. There's no like vanilla or like sweet icing sort of note. To me, it just tastes like a cake donut, but that's okay because, we don't need any icing in there. We don't need any glaze. And for the jam portion of it, we're going to use 2.5% of Wonder Flavors Blueberry Jam. Wonder Flavors Blueberry Jam is that artificial tasting sweet sticky kind of blueberry. It's very basy. So this is a very basy recipe. Glazed donut is very basy. Blueberry jam is very basy, and you get a healthy amount of both of them on the downside of this recipe. And it needs a little bit of something to lighten it up. And, it turns out that if you add 1.5% of Wonder Flavors Vanilla Custard Super Concentrate to this recipe, not only does it brighten it up, give it a little bit of a top note vanilla vibe, the custard also makes the donut kind of chewier. It gives it some nice eggy texture, and that is really all that you need for a delicious blueberry jam donut. Man, that Capella Glazed Donut is really good. They call it glazed donut, but I think that they should call it powdered donuts because to me it almost has like a powdered sugary kind of taste, like those donut holes that are tossed in powdered sugar. They have that kind of like it sticks in your mouth kind of feel. Not glazed, but powder. And then you also get that really deep, bassy blueberry jam. And then, just kind of on the finish, you just get those very light kind of vanilla custardy notes. It's a really good blueberry jam donut. As far as sweetener goes, I like to use 0.5% of Capella Super Sweet in this one. I like to sweeten up that jam note, the fruity note of it. I think that the sweetness benefits most in that layer of the recipe. Of course, you could make an argument for using Flavor West sweetener in here. It's a good sweetener to use for your bakeries, obviously for donuts. As far as steep time goes, you're going to want to let this one steep for about a week. Capella Glazed Donut really takes a considerable amount of time to kind of develop that really, really fluffy kind of donut texture. But you will be rewarded if you wait that long, because this recipe does get very, very, very good after a week's worth of steep time. Just need a cup of coffee to go with this donut. Anyways, if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn notifications on so that I get to annoy you every time I upload a video. Like, comment, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.